In this video, I would like to show you how an animal was treated that is located at an enchanted forest park, the horse ranch that is being rented to Melissa. I have pretty much, you can call it volunteered on the weekends to do the rides, which I stated that for my exchange for working very hard here, I would be bringing children from preschools that do not have money for visitations, and I would volunteer my own time to do those visitations. So that was that exchange. Longer I worked, I started to work pretty much like mid-June when she asked me to come when she really needed a help. Nobody fed the animals and it was 1 o'clock. When I rushed, I took the bus all the way from Hollywood where I stayed. And longer I worked, I started to realize how the animals were not treated correctly by her. She barely comes to this place, and as you can see, this very animal, what is happening, it's a female pony that was being kicked over and over by a male pony. They were sharing the same space, and I started to realize that he was eating her food and was being very mean to her in the outside open space. Outside open space is much bigger, and then when the storm started to happen, she put them inside of the building, which is a very small unit, which you will see in couple coming up clips. And that's when really the abuse was being seen, because she had cuts all over her body. That's when I started to tell her, hey, you really need to separate these two, because this is abuse. And she was stating some fun comments, how at her other farm the animals are always kicking each other. And I was setting these two animals behind her back separately. When next morning I came, the animals were back together. And when enough was enough was when I came one morning and the pony's head was bleeding open. As you could see at the beginning of the video, it was open, it was bleeding all around her eye. When I screamed at them, enough is enough. And that evening I came back and they put them again together. So obviously she really does not care. In these coming up pictures, you can see here the bunnies. You have the bunnies here hopping around. They never get to really go outside. They are locked in that same one place, and I recommended her to buy something where they can hop around. Like I said, she's never there during the week, and the animals are left out. This is the male and female pony. This is the male up front, and in the back is the female pony that was being kicked by him. And this was the day when I told them separate them and they put them back together. So this is the evidence from that day. Here you can see, as it says, do not care for the bunnies. So this is how it is being closed pretty much the whole time. And there inside are these bunnies who are left in this dirty cell. Another thing that I would like to talk about is that it is being said that there was invested $50,000 into this building. As you can see, these walls inside, if you really walk inside, they do not look like it's been painted inside or it's been really prepared. So that's another thing for city to look into, because I am right now here speaking up for the animals. This is the blue. This water has been there, and the way it looked like this, it's been for like months, for a couple months that it's been hanging like this with water, which is due to sanitation and for children coming there. There is a creating virus. This is non-sanitary, and it does not look proper for a business owner who is running it, have it looking like this from far beyond. Then suddenly one day when I was videotaping it, and the next day somebody took it down. It wasn't Melissa because she wasn't there. I think somebody, just random people who were walking, they just finally took it down, and it was left out like this for about a whole week. Nobody took care of it. Here you can see there is actually a missing wood, and so if any of those animals escape, here is the escape that they can come out through. So if you was an owner who really cares about this place and to serve the community, you would really see this, that there's a big hall where the ponies can escape and run out all the way to the street, but nobody really sees this. This is another place where it's been there is a lot of manure being collected, and it's not being cleaned properly outside or inside, which actually creates virus that one of the horses or two of the horses, and pretty much all of them, were infected with a leaking eye infection and inside infection. And you just can see how this place is not clean at all. There is dust on the top of the things all the time. The people have been complaining about the flies flying around. Here you can see it's just collection of all the filth and all the manure, and there are flies flying around it randomly. This is a drinking sink, a drinking water that has been left out like this pretty much the whole time. And like I said, we were being paid $10 for 5 hours to work hard, so we did not intervene in those things, because we really worked hard enough to, you know, not even have a tip of energy to be doing all this other work that the proper worker should be hired for. So I hope that you guys can see the clear picture that this ranch is really not being cared for properly. And for this very reason, I believe there should be a soon correction before the public sees more and more of Melissa's miswrongdoing. There are a couple different witnesses that I hopefully will be able to bring to the meeting in the future about this issue. And there is another issue that concerns the cities, the termites, which I have another different videos and evidence to present, so it can be corrected as soon as possible, so the animal would not be breathing the dusty environment itself. I already informed a couple people, Derek, so I hope that he was able to invest a little bit in this issue, and I hope we can all bring a happiness into this ranch, as the public really deserves to have such place for not only children that have money to afford the rides, but also for the whole community that is supporting this ranch just really by being a resident of North Miami. So in the future I would love to bring happiness and everybody being able to share this place in a common, peaceful manner. Thank you.